What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. So I was literally, I was trimming my beard. I was about to get in the shower. And as I was trimming my beard, I had YouTube on. And I saw a brand new John Bravo video pop up. Now, for me, anytime I see a John Bravo video pop up on my feed, I click on it. I hope you guys do as well. I encourage you guys to. He makes great content, and he's a friend of the channel, so make sure you guys go over there and subscribe. Now, I already did a video today, and for my channel, the numbers on it were very good, thankfully, because it's been a struggle lately for everybody on YouTube. And the video was about Wes Watson. The video was about the drama that he's got himself caught up in. And one of the things I mentioned was John Bravo's video from yesterday about the lawsuit that has been filed by the AKA, the alleged 7-foot monster that Wes Watson got in a fight with or had an altercation with at the gym. And the lawsuit was seeking damages in the millions. And Wes Watson failed to respond. And so I was going to do a video on my own, but because I want John Bravo to get his flowers because he's the one putting out all this content that the rest of us are reacting to. And so let's see John Bravo's video, and I'll add my 2 cents along the way, man.
Defendant has not filed any paper in this action, and the deadline for defendant Wesley Watson to respond has passed. Plaintiff has included a form for clerk's default to this motion. Wherefore, plaintiff respectfully moves the entry of the clerk's default against defendant Wesley Watson.
You guys, this is bad. This is very bad for this dude. Well, let's check it out.
The video that I put out showing you how the 7-foot monster is coming after Wes Watson, that piece of shit, his butt buddies, and that fucked up gym with the smiley worker, how he's coming after them to take everything that they fucking own in a civil suit, right? Well, just one day later, today, you're not going to believe what I'm going to show you. I mean, listen, if you're a smart person, let me ask you this question in life first. If you're a smart person, right, you got a big civil case coming, you got a criminal case coming, right? And there's millions of dollars involved here, right? Serious shit going on. A person, you get served, in the mail, email, even the person comes to your house. In this case, they came right to Wes Watson's door, the lady. She saw his 5-foot ass, right?
God, I'm gonna make jokes where I can, man, but this is I mean, literally, I normally, especially when I have a video that's doing good numbers, I normally would never stack another video on top of it. But this is so damn mind-boggling. This is so stupid. But I have an idea. Let's continue watching.
And she served them the papers. Normally, you respond to it. You go to court, you get a lawyer, you do those things, right? Because you don't want to lose your ass. You can't go in default, right? Wes Watson, of course, he's so smart. He didn't respond to any of it. And now, what's going to happen to him? The judge just did it to him today. She put a judgment on his ass for default. And you know what that means? They're coming for everything, because that means the plaintiff, which is the 7-foot monster, he already won.
I mean, we're going to have to see what the court actually does, but this takes me back. Because I know a lot of people, because I'm not going to do the whole, you guys already know, I'm not going to react to the whole video that John Bravo does this. I don't think that's right. But when we go back to the video that JD DeLay did, JD DeLay talked about he believes there's some other reason, there's some other way that Wes is getting his money, man. And it makes sense that he wouldn't respond. Because if you respond in civil court and you lose, they're really going to look. They're going to track your money. They may still do that, right? I don't know. But I could see why if somebody's getting their money illegitimately, they wouldn't want to respond. They'd be like, fuck it, I'll just pay. And you're going to hear Wes Watson, because I did watch this entire video. You're going to hear Wes Watson say that even if he went broke, it would take him 6 months to restack. But damn.
Wait until I show you all this shit.
What you guys would call broke, if I was, would still be richer than all you motherfuckers. Like, I don't go broke. I wasn't even broke in prison. Like, I would just have to, if it ever happened, I would change my lifestyle a little bit and be back up in 6 fucking months.
So now, let me show you how stupid this fuck is. So this document you're seeing right here is the team of the 7-foot monster sending it to the court saying, hey, listen, this asshole, we went to his house, we sent him shit in the mail, we emailed it to him, and he's ignoring us. So they're requesting a default judgment. And I highlighted some things here. Let me go over it. March 26th, plaintiff complaint was filed. On April 9th, 2025, plaintiff served defendant Wesley Watson with the complaint. Remember, that's when the lady, she went to his house, she knocked on the door, he opened it up. She saw he's a 5'8" nothing and served his ass. Then, on May 15, 2025, plaintiff filed a motion for clerk's default. That's because he wasn't responding to anything.
Why would Wes open the damn door? You know you have a potential lawsuit coming. I mean, he still would have been served somehow, some way. They would follow him if they have to and catch him at one of those bougie-ass restaurants he goes to. So, but I'm interested to see in these next couple days. I'm interested to see what his content is. I don't celebrate anybody's downfall. But this is an individual who preached karmic debt. He preached about that stuff. He just didn't practice it. When you see the videos of him being pulled over, when you see the videos of him at the gym being questioned regarding the incident, you see not someone who's criminally sophisticated. You didn't even see the actions of a man. He reacted like a spoiled child. He truly believed somehow, some way he had elevated to the point where he was above everything. And karma came. Just like he said it does. Karma came. And reality has now set in. Man, if this dude can bounce back and make millions again, fine. But hopefully he learned a lesson, because he's being taught a very expensive one right now.
All right. Defendant Wesley Watson has not answered plaintiff's complaint, nor has the defendant otherwise responded, appeared, or defended this action. Defendant has not filed any paper in this action, and the deadline for defendant Wesley Watson to respond has passed. Plaintiff has included a form for clerk's default to this motion. Wherefore, plaintiff respectfully moves the entry of the clerk's default against defendant Wesley Watson. So that's the notice that they sent to the court. They said, listen, this asshole's not responding. We want a default in our favor. So now, let me show you the default that was just signed today. If you guys take a look here, it says June 4th. Whoa. And it says, a default is hereby entered in this action against the defendant Wesley Watson. What a stupid fucker. Named in the foregoing motion for failure to serve or file any paper as required by law. So this.
Let me say something right now. I don't know if they froze his assets, if they froze his bank account. I don't know. I don't know what they've done. But I will say this. Here's some advice for you, Wes. Your criminal case, call your attorney. Call your attorney and find out right now. Do you foresee any other costs that you're going to need to defend me in this matter? Because I need to pay you right now. If you lose all your money and you can't pay that high-powered attorney that you just picked up, that supposedly is one of the baddest dudes in Florida, if you can't pay for that guy and you have to get a public pretender instead, things are going to be all bad, man.
This means the judge just gave the plaintiffs a default judgment and this asshole loses the case without even going to court. So now there's going to probably be another hearing, and how are they going to get the money that they're requesting? They're going to go after his wages, bank accounts, anything that he owns, right? He's fucked this asshole. So you would think about it like, I can't think of a reason at all as to why he wouldn't even bother responding.
Look at the JD Delay video, John, and then you should make a video on it.
I was thinking at first, I was like, maybe he didn't want to go to court because in civil court, they're going to start showing all his assets, what he owns, what he doesn't own. Maybe he doesn't want to be embarrassed when all that stuff shows out in public. But I still can't understand to not respond at all to this. So I spoke about this before. This is not a funny story to me. This is a sad story. This is a man with one big fucking mouth, but he could have used that big mouth for good. Mm-hmm. Instead, he used it to scam, causing massive hate online and trolls to harass the shit out of his life.
And like I've said a bunch of times, back when I first started having fun roasting Wes Watson, there was only one other channel that was doing it with me, and it was Prison Break Raw by Big JD, Prison Break Raw, and myself. We were the two that were roasting him back then. And we caught a lot of heat from Wes Watson supporters. He had people convinced that he was truly a good person and a good motivator. And a lot of those guys now support the videos that I do and the videos that John does and Bubba and Mudpit and Tricritical and Trans Wes Watson. Like all the videos that make fun of what he says, what he does, those channels that expose things, I'm not really into that. But the guys that used to support Wes support all that now. So when John Bravo says that he created a lot of hate online, he created hate from love. Who does that? We'll go a couple more minutes, and then because I don't want to do this whole video.
And in the end, because he's trying to keep up with this tough guy image, which we know he's very weak inside, even the way this incident went down with his friends and weapons, he couldn't handle it like a man would, right? He handled it in a way that we're seeing now destroyed his life. Not only is he gonna lose everything, because it's a default judgment now, right? So all his money is gonna be fucked. But prison, he has criminal case coming up. So this is a man that let everything get to him. All the hate, all the trolls online trying to show this tough guy image that he never was. And in the end, he let it destroy his fucking life.
I won't ever tap. I don't care if I have 10 billion trolls. I don't care if everybody on the planet hated me. I would still show up online. It's just, I can't quit. How the fuck do you guys quit? How are you so low in your own view of self that you actually let people see you quit? So it's actually very high frequency. It's an act of self-love. When people actually engage in negativity towards you and you punk the shit out of them, it is a form of self-love.
The thought process is weird.
It is very high frequency. I always say something back, and I always pat myself on the back, and so does God too. He goes, oh, you motherfucker, you don't let nobody slide. I love you. You ain't gonna let them slide on that bullshit. All these pussies out here, put them in their place, Wes. Put them in their fucking place. That's what God tells me every.
I don't know what God he believes in, but the Bible says that if a man slaps you on your left cheek, also give him your right. Be humble. The life of Jesus was about being humble. I don't know what God this dude's talking about. A God that calls people punks and bitches and pats you on the back for being spiteful and hateful and driven by ego. But it's a glimpse into why he's in the situation he's in. I hate to say it, man, but the guy deserves everything he gets. There's an old saying, the only thing you deserve in life is that which you earned. And he earned it. He hasn't learned his lesson. And when things go bad, he doesn't take a step back and reevaluate. He doubles and triples down on the fuckery. That's my video for today, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.